Okay, back over at Pratt's Landing today. I'm working on the 750. I'm fixing to cut this chain, cut the link out, and I'm fixing to replace the chain. I'm fixing to put a new chain on. It's a Bikemaster 525 BMXR. It's one of them O-ring chain seal chains. Anyway, I'm fixing to get started cutting. I'm gonna use my grinder to cut one of these links to where I can push the chain or take the length out. That way I can hook the new chain to it and work the new chain on. All right. Okay, I got my link ground down. Let's see if I got it ground down far enough that I can pop it loose here. Okay. Let me see. Get the hammer. Okay, it's starting, it's coming loose. Okay, now, what I'm gonna do is take the new chain, hook it in. Whoop, come back here. Let's see. Turn it back right there. Maybe she'll stay. All right. Let's see. I better move my cardboard back further. That way you keep any, blow that stuff off right there and set that bag right there. All right, now get this thing to where I can work it on. Take my old chain. Oh crap. I ain't got my chain at the right angle for it to fall on. Bring it back. Hook it back in. Boy, that new chain is stiff. Okay, there's the new chain coming in right there. Whoa, okay. Now, set the old chain to the side. Yeah. Okay, got it stuck together. Let me get something to wipe my hands with. Now, there's plenty of grease on that chain. Now here comes the fun part of putting that length in. This kit supposedly came with either clip or link, a rivet link or a clip link. And guess what? The only thing it came with was this rivet link. And I was hoping that the clip link was in there, but it's not. And I need to hurry up and get this thing done, so just have to do the best I can. I'm not a big fan of the clips or the press fit link. In other words, that little booger right there, it gets that right there gets aggravating. I remember doing a couple of them, and you definitely want to make sure you got a good brad on both of them to where this chain don't come off going down the road. That's the reason why I prefer the clip, the easier one with the lock that goes on it. Okay. Okay, I got my tool on there. All right, this is the aggravating part. Maybe, no, you're not going to be able to see up inside that tool, but you want to make sure that that pin, let's see, is, well, maybe there's a little bit of it showing right there, but you want to make sure that pin that comes through, make sure you're just as close to center as possible. That way it's easier to put that chain on. The thickness, pay attention to the thickness here, as you know, just by eyeballing it. Well, let's see, let me get the light in there. You can see I need to go just a little bit more right there to equal up to these other. That way it's not too tight and it's not too loose, and you can get a better brad on it. Okay, as you can see here, I got the pins coming through. Now, what I'm gonna do is measure the width of this link compared to this one and see how close I got it. All right, let's see, that is, let's see, that is 800 thousandths. From what I can tell, I'm just 5 thousandths too deep. But at the same time, just being within 5 thousandths, I feel like either way it's going to work and not have any problems down the road. All right, let me get to putting these, bradding these pins. I dread that. Well, when in doubt, it's been so long since I have messed with this that I'm going back to instructions on far as it goes for which all these anvils I use and everything, and getting everything put back together. Anyway, when in doubt, in other words, I don't do this that much. Last one I done was about 2 years ago, and it's like, okay, there's a lot of stuff I've forgotten about it, and when you forget something, always go back to the instructions. That helps you a lot. Just want to point that out. I finally, you know, like I said, it's been a couple of years since I have used this tool, and there was a lot that I forgot, and I went through the instructions, and anyway, I have finally gotten a good brad on that link. Real good, nice and flared out. Shouldn't have any problems with it. Now, just adjust the chain back, then put the cover back on, and I should be done with it. Whew, I tell you what, it's just, it's been fun, especially, you know, you ain't messed with something in a couple of years and you just have a tendency to forget stuff. And I went back to the instructions, and it took me a little bit, but I finally got it figured out. I was using the wrong die in there the whole time. My mistake. I messed up, Oh well, you know how it goes. There ain't nobody perfect, and I sure ain't perfect. But I have got it. Okay. Finally got everything back together. Got the chain guard back on. Got the bolt tightened down. Got the chain riding in the middle like I normally like it, because you know when you turn the wheel, you want to make sure you got clearance on the inside and the out. So we'll be able to push the chain this way and back that way. You know, once you rotate the tire. See how it pushes in? See how it pulls out? This is what I'm talking about, getting that chain to ride the center of that sprocket. That's very important. Or at least to me it is. On belts, dry belts and all, you want that to be, you know, in the center, the best that you can get it. Because if it's to one side, sooner or later that belt is going to start squeaking on you. From the rubber riding on the metal, or the covering of the belt guard. So, you know, just try to get your chains in the middle as possible. And don't always go by them marks right there. Because I just, like I have mentioned in several videos before, I just do not trust them marks. I do not.